Hey, good day, good day, good day, good day, everybody. Thank you for joining me. Just in case you joined me for the very first time, I am the real Brian Glaze Gibbs, and this is my ministry. I talk about the good, I talk about the bad, I talk about the ugly. Like I tell you right now, these are all cautionary tales, the do's and the don'ts, to make sure our young kids stop picking that brick, throwing at that prison wall for absolutely nothing. There's no shortcut in life, and crime doesn't pay. Only thing come fast is trouble. Easy to get into, hard to get out of. Like I say, this is my ministry, and like I said right now, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to right my wrong. Okay, today what I'm gonna talk about is my man, Lou Hobbs. Lou Hobbs. Lou is blessed. A few years ago, before Trump left office, guess what? He pardoned Lou Hobbs. He had a 2-life sentence for drugs. And a lot of times people don't understand that right now is, guess what? I know Lou. Like I said right now is, to me, I always liked Lou. Lou was always that cool guy. Me and Lou only had one problem. Like I said, you see Lou on Diamond District years ago. And like I told you right now, always a cool, down-to-earth, respectful guy. Never had no problem with him. And like one day, I guess he was out of town. And he was making money out of town in D.C., Virginia, Maryland area, you know? And what happened was he disrespected this young lady that was from New York. So he down there, hanging out, you know, flaunting, you know, got his little swag. And basically right now was my friend. She, you know, don't get me wrong with her. She can be smart with the mouth, say something slick with the mouth or whatever. I know her. That's how she was. But still, that's like my sister. So Lou basically embarrassed her down there. So even right now, when she told me this, what I did was I caught Lou. It was Lou, Do, a few of them. And we was like in downtown Manhattan, around those clubs or whatever. And when I caught him, I called him over there. Come here, man. I'm saying, what the hell you did? Did you know who she is? Do you know what she mean to me? And like I say, like literally, y'all, I got so deep in his behind, and I really want to take his head off. But for me to even do that, I would feel like a sucker. Because once again, I want to slap the living daylight out of him. But I let him know, I said, listen, man, if you ever disrespect her again, that would be the last time you disrespect anybody. I said, why don't you repeat to me what I just said to you? And like I said, he did. And to me, I felt bad. Because once again, you know what? When you're in position or you got some type of form of strength, you don't feel good taking advantage of somebody that's weak. I know Lou ain't gonna bust no grape. I know he was no match for me, and I felt bad. But in the same token, that was like my sister. This woman stayed there when these gangsters, these 3 niggas had me up on a block and was gonna kill me. She stood there. And I told her, what you doing? If they was gonna kill you, if they were gonna kill me, they're gonna kill you too. So anyway, like I said right now, getting back to Lou. Lou, like I said right now, didn't see him no more. You know, started hustling out of town with Phil and all these other guys or whatever. And like I said right now, is man, he caught a case. And like I say, Lou didn't have to do double life. He didn't have to do double life. You know what Lou did? Lou did what I did. Lou made a damn deal. He sat down with these people and cooperate and snitch. He made a deal. And basically right now is, after his cooperation and all the stuff that they gave him or whatever, he didn't like the term. They said, look, man, what we're gonna do with your cooperation or whatever, guess what? Right now is, you might get 10, 9, 8 years. We don't know. We're gonna make our recommendation, but it's up to the judge. Lou didn't like that. Lou say, I spilled my guts. He said, I told y'all cats everything. I gave up people I didn't want to give up. I snitch, I rat, I cooperate. Now y'all telling me, you know, you don't know how much I'm gonna get. I want to go home. Nah, man, don't work that way. We're the United States government. We got you by the balls. We got you. And once again, right now, is guess what? It's either this or you can take it to trial. Lou, after giving them the gun and giving them all the information, so he gave them the gun and he gave them the bullet. And he went to trial based upon the shit that they had and based upon the stuff that he gave them. And you know what? They cream him. They gave him double life. You know what, bro? That was some of the most stupidest thing. You don't do that. You're not in position. When you sit down with these people and you cooperate, you can't go back. So they screw him because he screwed himself. You mean to tell me you couldn't do, you want him doing what, 24, 25, 26 years? You'd have been out how many years later? You'd have been out. You wouldn't have to worry about Trump or anybody pardoning you. So then, to add insult to injury, here it is right now is opposing you getting out, taking advantage of that second chance. You had life, brother. You want to get back out there and get back in the street? How dumb can you be, man? Because once again, bro, if you don't stop the bullshit, guess what's going to happen? The next time ain't going to be no next time. Ain't going to be no president and pardon. It's not going to be none of that. It's not going to be no support team. You're not going to have none of that. But once again, you got a hell of a support team, or you had. I don't know whether you burned bridges or anything, but let's look at it. This was in the shade room. Ted Riley responded to online criticism over his support for Donald Trump. He released my brother, my older brother who was doing double life in prison. Okay, this was in the shade report. Okay, but why Lou Hobbs? And who is Lou Hobbs? It all goes back to the childhood in the crack era around the mid-90s in Brooklyn. He was part of the drug gang movement in Brooklyn alongside Haitian Jack, Kendu, Rasan, Puerto Rican Jesus, Scooter, Demencio, and a host of Brooklyn gangsters. At the time of his pardon, he was serving 2 life sentences for his involvement in the drug movement between New York and Washington, D.C. Crown Heights, Brooklyn native Lou Hobbs from the infamous Albany Project sentenced to life in the federal penitentiary for a number of charges. After serving 24 years of his sentence, received a commute sentence from former President Donald Trump before leaving office. Like I say right now, Lou, guess what, man? You got it. You made it. You back in the street. So once again, like I said right now, is what are you doing, man? Here it is right now is you was dumb. You got to be smart again. Now you're doing dumb shit all over again, man. Listen, man, take it from somebody that knows, brother. You right now with your background and your, criminal past was nothing like mine. But they made me say uncle, auntie. I never looked back. I got my second chance and I made amends, brother. And what I'm trying to tell you right now is, listen, man, stop trying to front for the street, man. Like I told you, get a job. It's not too late, man. Like I say, slow money is better than no money, man. But once again, you get behind that wall and you get caught up, guess what? It's not going to be easy. We dinosaurs now, man. We like what? 80, 90 years old, man. That shit is not worth it. And just like I told you right now is, guess what? You know they're going to be on your behind. You ain't going to get that opportunity like you did before to sit down with them. Okay, let me tell you this, let me tell you that. Nah, they right now is they got you in the burn because you screwed them. You BS'd them. You made them take you to trial. You made them force you to whip your behind, take you to trial. Like I say, folks, listen, man, there's no shortcut in life and crime doesn't pay. Hit the like button, subscribe, share, support. And like I told you, listen, man, I might do a segment. Like I said, I say it before, but right now is, you know what? I'm gonna do a segment of all the sneaky snitch. Like I tell you right now is, it's a group. They call themselves the 5%er. And right now, what I might call my segment 5%ers, because right now, out of 100% of people that's in that street life, guess what? Only 5% is not gonna cooperate. A lot of people behind closed door, guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna be like Monty Hall, and let's make a deal. Hit the like button, subscribe. Peace, love, and prosperity. The real Glaze Gibbs. One love.